for showing your support of these student athletes by attending the match this afternoon. We are proud of these competitors who have advanced through 3 days of grueling competition and have arrived here in the championship match. We would like to remind players, coaches, and spectators that pursuing victory with honor is about fair play and respect. Please cooperate in making this contest exemplary and in the finest tradition of collegiate club athletics. We also remind you that the officials here today are men and women who have been selected on the basis of their expertise, fairness, and integrity. Please treat them with the respect they deserve. Thank you for your cooperation and support. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please draw your attention to the flag for the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Women's Division I AA National Championship match. Our competitors from College Park, Maryland, please welcome the University of Maryland Terrapins. And their opponents from Dayton, Ohio, please welcome the University of Dayton Flyers.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and after that electrifying introduction, we are ready for the Women's Division I AA 2024 NCVF National Championship match. The University of Dayton Flyers will take on the University of Maryland Terrapins to be crowned national champions. Live from Kansas City, Missouri, my name is Rob St. Clair. Welcome to the NCVF Volleyball YouTube channel. And live from the T-Mobile Center in downtown Kansas City, this incredible arena setup, which will only continue to pack full of fans as this evening of championship matches goes on. Thanks to those of you who tuned in just before this to watch the championship match for the men's Division III division, where the Wisconsin Badgers B team took down the Ohio State men's B team. So congratulations to Wisconsin on their national championship, and one of these two teams right here, Dayton in dark blue on the far side of your screen, or Maryland in black on the near side of your screen. One of these two teams will be crowned national champions. Energy levels are high. These two teams are ready to go. It will be Maryland serving on the near side of your screen, starting setter number 3, Samantha Giles. Best 2 out of 3 sets to 25, or the third if necessary to 15, to be crowned national champions. Dayton versus Maryland, and here we go. Excellent start, a beautiful run to the right side. And number 32, Kate Sherman for Dayton, who promptly hightails it to the bench, where she'll be replaced by defensive specialist Olivia Harden. Good first ball side out from Dayton. We are well underway. Tricky pass here, free ball chance for the Flyers. To the right side again, this time it's Corinne Seifring who's slowed down. First swing of the match for Maryland is rejected. Seifring, a big part of that block there. Along with Allie Riley and Mary Catherine Levine, the front court players for the Flyers right now. Rotation 1 received from Maryland. This is Iris Guo who challenges the block, and excuse me, that's Elise Smith. It's reading the wrong jersey number. Elise Smith, the opposite, number 11, trapped on the left side right now. And just that one rotation where the right side and the left side have to switch where they attack from. And now Maryland is on the board the easy way with the service error that time from Hardin of Dayton. This is Iris Guo, number 10 in black and red for the Maryland Terrapins. Perfect pass there. And middle attack finds a deep cross-court corner. Mary Catherine Levine, number 27 for the Flyers.
She goes back row and will serve.
The other Dayton middle blocker is Sophia Marquez. And they serve. Wow, look at that. Mary Catherine Levine drops the knuckly float serve off the table, and it falls in front of the Maryland receivers. Dayton and Maryland both had very interesting roads through the Division I AA gold bracket to get to this point. We'll get to their paths in just a minute. That's a really nice shot by Eileen Chen, number 12 in black, for the Terrapins to find some space down the line. Dayton this morning defeated Appalachian State in 3 in the round of 16, defeated North Carolina State in 3 in the round of 8, and defeated Iowa in a sweep in the semifinals. Big block there, big time press from Audrey Ray. Number 7 in black for Maryland comes up with a big time stuff block to shut down Allie Riley, and Maryland is within 2. 3 serving 5 here early in the first set. Basically a free ball opportunity here for Maryland, and a really nice looking swing down the line by the lefty Elise Smith. Gets the fingertips of the block on its way out of bounds, and another break point for Maryland on the serve of their libero, Evelyn Jaskowiak. Really nice push to the outside. What a gorgeous delivery by Jenna Bruce. The ball came out of her hands quick, and Allie Riley pounded that ball down some open space down the line. Now 2 substitutions here. Paige Gardella is into set, and Franny Levine, number 10, in on the right side. Perfect pass there by Guo. Back to the right side to Smith again. Pretty good defensive play. Riley off speed. Chen is there. Smith tipped down the line. Good off blocker defense by Levine, but not quite good enough. Maryland hard work and earns a side out there. Now they will put in 2 new players. Both teams running the 6-2. Maryland puts in opposite Tori Bogan, number 4, and setter Emily Liu, number 1, back to serve. Allie Riley exploits the seam in the block that time and puts it down for Dayton. And Kate Sherman, number 32 in dark blue, who got the match opening kill, enters back in the front court for Dayton on the far side. Riley back to serve. Pretty good pass that time by Jaskowiak. First swing for Bogan is blocked and covered, but it can't be brought back. Some good blocking moves early on in this championship match by both these teams. By the way, to mention Maryland's run through the gold bracket this morning, they went 6-0 in sets, very impressively so. They beat Central Florida 2-0, Virginia 2-0, and South Dakota State 2-0 to get here to T-Mobile Center. Pretty good looking transition for Dayton. Levine, the lefty, takes a swing down the line. Now Bogan with a tricky ball outside the antenna, but she hits a good shot. Shrugs her shoulders like, what? That ball wasn't that hard. No big deal, I got this.
Now serving Eileen Chen.
6 serving 8 for Eileen Chen. First to 25, win by 2. Takes the first set of this championship match. Off-speed play in the middle is kept alive. This will be a free ball, though, for Dayton. Nice slow down block touch there by the Terrapins. Can they get a swing out of it? No, they can. Another free ball chance. Backside to Levine. Good defensive play through the block. Ooh, a miscommunication there. Now Maryland has a free ball chance. One of the rallies of the match so far is finally put down by Audrey Ray. The 6-footer in the middle for Maryland, already with a block and a kill to her credit. And the Terrapins trail by just 1. Pretty good pass by libero Brooks Stabline for Dayton. Her libero counterpart Josh Koviak makes a defensive play. And then Iris Guo puts it down through the block, and we are tied up at 8. If you watched our match before this, the men's Division III championship, Wisconsin completely destroyed Ohio State. I think it was 25-15, 25-16. So that was a decent appetizer, but now we got a battle on our hands here, at least early. Good deep shot, but a good defensive play by Chen. Guo with the swing down the line, and the second time she's had success hitting that shot. Good vision by the Maryland outside hitters, seeing space down the line and hitting that thumb-up cup shot. And Maryland takes the lead 9-8. Back row attack by Riley. Decent stab effort there by Liu. That's not coming back. And man, if Dayton's going to have a legitimate back row attack presence, Allie Riley there playing outside hitter in all 6 rotations, available to attack out of the back row. That's going to be a storyline if Maryland can't slow that down. Another nice swing utilizing the block. Iris Guo that time for Maryland.
Going back row, Audrey Ray will serve.
Perfect pass by Brooks Stabline to the right side. Is that ball touched by the block? No, it is not. 4 contacts the call against Dayton. And Maryland takes a 2-point lead on the break point from the serve of Audrey Ray. That ball is right on the baseline, perfectly located from Kate Sherman. Dayton needed that, and now they reinsert the original setter and opposite. So, yes, Jenna Bruce, number 5, back to serve, and Corinne Seifring, the opposite, into the front court. Bogan is dug. That ball's right on top of the net, though, for Maryland, but they can't put it away. Now they get a free ball chance. Wow, amazing defensive reaction by Seifring. Another chance, though, for Bogan. This time she's rejected, and it can't be covered. Wow, what a scramble that was from Dayton. That was an incredible reaction from Corinne Seifring in position 2. That ball from Jaden O'Donohue, the middle attacker for Maryland, pounded through the block, just kind of showed up in her lap, and she reacted to keep it alive, and Dayton blocked the next ball. That's fun volleyball right there. Excellent dig cross court by Stabline. And Seifring, or excuse me, that's Sherman on the left side to make him pay in transition, and she re-gives Dayton the lead by 1. Back and forth we go here. Another chop shot down the line from one of the Maryland outside hitters. This time Guo misses. Can't find the sideline, and now Dayton on a little bit of a run on the serve of Jenna Bruce. How quickly can these players adjust to the completely different surroundings in the T-Mobile Center? Oh, look at that play. Emily Liu is a back row setter and still was able to get a setter attack kill on the second touch there because she contacted the ball below the height of the net. Totally legal and unexpected. So now the original setter and opposite come back in for Maryland. Giles to serve and Smith into the front row. Tricky pass. Seifring sends it over. Great transition opportunity for Smith, the lefty. And deep cross court, she finds some space just out of the reach of a diving Allie Riley. And Maryland has tied us up at 13. Another good serve from Giles. Sherman gets a favorable deflection off the block of O'Donohue. Falls inbounds on the Maryland side. Sherman will go back to the bench, and Olivia Harden comes in as a defensive specialist. Dayton has 10 players on the roster. They are using every single one of them. Ooh, is that ball touched by the block? Doesn't matter, falls on the Maryland side. A little misconnection there between Giles and O'Donoghue for Maryland. Dayton leads by 2. You only get 12 substitutions per set in the NCVF. Dayton's got to be, or both these teams got to be keeping a close eye on their substitution totals. Nice shot down the line by Smith, but an even better defensive play by Bruce. Now Riley for the kill is Doug. Nice high swing by Iris Guo. That ball definitely touched on its way out of bounds. And Maryland back within 1. Perfect pass there by Riley. Ooh, misconnection though. Tried to run some misdirection in the offense. Quick ball to the outside to Chen. Her tip though is kept alive. Really good dig there by Jaskowiak, but Smith can't quite take a full swing. However, a double contact is going to be called. Wow. High standards for quality of ball handling there. That ball did not come cleanly enough out of the hands of Elise Smith, according to our officials. So Dayton takes the point in the 2-point lead. Really good swing on the left side by Eileen Chen, exploding through a seam in the block. A serve, I think our first of the match if I'm not mistaken. Evelyn Jaskowiak, the Maryland libero. Another point of note for the NCVF rules, liberos can serve, both men's and women's. You can have your liberos serve for one of the middle blockers. Jaskowiak putting in work in that area there. At that time, a defensive miscommunication. I think Guo and Jaskowiak were both there to make that play, but the ball doesn't come up. Now 6-2 substitution on the side of Dayton. Franny Levine into the front row. The lefty on the right side, and Paige Gardella to serve as the setter. Decent pass by Chen to the right side to Elise Smith, but not perfect hand contact there. Missed the sideline and didn't get the block touch on its way out of bounds. Dayton's lead is 2 as we storm towards the end of set number 1 here of this national championship game. Dayton has had to work real hard through the gold bracket this morning to get to this point. Maryland's road has been slightly more convincing. Beautiful swing. Speaking of convincing, that ball was detonated down the line by Eileen Chen. A no-doubter down the line, and both Maryland outside hitters, Guo and Chen, having a lot of success hitting that shot. Keep an eye on that if Dayton wants to adjust their block positioning. Double substitution for Maryland. Liu into serve, Bogan on the right side. Perfect pass, quick ball to Riley on the right side, but a good block touch to slow her down. In the middle, another good block touch. Free ball chance here for the Terrapins. Double quick, this time sent to the outside. That ball's still alive momentarily, but not anymore. Off speed for Eileen Chen. We're tied up at 18. Some dynamic route paths from both teams in in-system offense. That play started with Allie Riley on Dayton trying to run the 2-ball. This time she goes to the outside where she gets this ball and pounds it through a seam. Crushed on the left side by Allie Riley. Riley, a dominant force in all positions on the court for the Dayton Flyers early in this first set. 19-18 they lead. Riley to serve. Katie Sherman into the front court at outside hitter. Thrown through the block and down in the middle. Audrey Ray is ready with the answer. We're tied at 19. Wondering about the substitution count on the Dayton side. I think they've already used 9 of their 12 by my count. Keep an eye on that. See if they get stuck in a particular rotation. Ooh, the two-hand setter dump attempt is kept alive. Bogan now sends it over in return. Ball set a little inside for Levine to get a handle on. Bogan now can take a swing and pounds it through the block for Maryland to take the lead late in the first, 20-19 after a good rally. These teams have played a ton of volleyball this weekend. This is their 4th match of the day already for both teams, and the 3rd day in a row. Sherman through the block, somehow kept alive by Liu. And the tool off the block and out of bounds. What a smart shot by Iris Guo. 21-19, timeout Dayton Flyers. Some late drama here in the first set. The tug of war continues between the Flyers and the Terrapins as we race towards the finish line in set number 1 of the Women's Division I AA NCVF National Championship. Coming up next after this match, the Men's Division I AA National Championship match between the Purdue Boilermakers and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Only have a minute of the timeout. Want to thank you all again for watching live on YouTube, and just feel free to get active in the YouTube live chat. If you've got any comments or questions, let me know who you're rooting for, where you're watching from. Let me know if everything looks and sounds okay as we get back to the action here with Maryland serving with a 2-point lead on the near side. Good swing off the block and out of bounds by Katie Sherman. Dayton had to have that, and they do, within 1.
Now serving Brooks Stabline.
Libero Brooks Stabline back to serve. Deep cross-court swing by Guo, looking for the inside hands of the block. No luck and no touch, nor did she catch the sideline. We are tied up at 21. Good timeout for Dayton. They get 2 points in a row immediately. Stabline, the libero, and White on the far side serving again. Ooh, two-handed set over. Kept alive. Sherman for the lead. Deep cross-court. Jaskowiak is there. Guo down the line again. This time no luck on the line shot. 2 unforced errors in a row by Iris Guo, who's been awesome to this point. But now after a 3-0 run, a timeout for Maryland. Back and forth we go. Maryland takes a 2-point lead. Dayton calls timeout and answers with a 3-0 run. This right here is an enormous point in this first set. Can Maryland get themselves organized inside out here to equalize at 22 out of their timeout off the serve of Brooks Stabline? Perfect pass to the middle, but a good defensive play is made until the ball falls. That ball, I think, would come back more often than not on the Dayton side. The kill, though, belongs to Audrey Ray of Maryland, who goes back to serve, tied up at 22. Could be looking at overtime here in set number 1 of the Division I AA National Championship. Sherman blocked by Bogan, but covered brilliantly. Sherman again, tip deep. Chen is there. Guo for the lead for Maryland, tipped down the line. Pretty good reaction, but now a send over as a free ball for the Terrapins. Bogan adjusts. Really good recycle play. Oh, but then they can't take a swing at it. Now the setter's out of the play. Levine covers herself. Riley out of the back row, comes up just short. Wow, a crazy marathon rally. And Allie Riley came up short on the back row attack. Audrey Ray serving for Maryland to bring up set point potentially. Not a great pass. Sherman with a tricky shot. Ray is there. Bogan for a 2-point lead down the line and dug by Stabline. Sherman recycles off the block. Good coverage play. But Levine can't get a swing. She sends over a free ball. Oh, look at that. What a smart tip. Jaden O'Donohue finds the tip to short position 4. Set point Maryland coming up after Dayton takes their second and final timeout. The back and forth continues. Good Maryland cheering section on hand from the Maryland men's and women's B teams who have already finished up their tournaments, rooting on their A-team women's pursuit of a national championship. and a potential tournament-defining point coming up here for both teams. Must side out this ball for Dayton. Audrey Ray keeps the serve in play. Decent pass by Riley. Sherman with a swing to stay alive. She's dug. Maryland's going to have a swing for the set. Iris Guo off the block and dug. Levine is shut down by O'Donoghue, if it even made it over the net. If it did, O'Donoghue's going to get credit for the block. And the Maryland Terrapins win a thriller of a first set to take it 25-22. And they are one set away from a national championship. All right, hey ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rob St. Clair. Welcome in behind our broadcast booth at the second of 7 national championship matches that we're producing here on the YouTube channel at the 2024 NCVF Collegiate National Championships. Welcome to Kansas City, Missouri, at the T-Mobile Center. The energy in this house is building. They're getting treated to some very good volleyball. But the fans are going to continue to trickle in as the action still wages over a couple blocks down the road at the Kansas City Convention Center. It's been hosting the first 2.5 days of this event. But just to talk about this first set, or this match here a little bit between Dayton and Maryland. Dayton came out flying early. They have Allie Riley, who might be the best offensive player overall in the game. I think on both teams that might be fair to say. But Maryland taking advantage of what Dayton's given them a little bit better. They're seeing the spaces in between and around the blockers, and they're getting the middle involved a heck of a lot more. You saw O'Donoghue for Maryland have a big impact down the stretch. Audrey Ray had a lot to do with that game. Both Dayton middle blockers very, very quiet. Sophia Marquez and Mary Catherine Levine, I don't remember if either of them had really much to do with that match after maybe point 10 in the first set. So that might be an adjustment that Dayton wants to see. If they can pass the ball well enough, see if they can't run a little bit of their offense through the middle position. Also keep an eye on substitutions. Both teams using the 6-2, but Dayton using the 6-2 plus a defensive specialist for outside hitter Katie Sherman. So they're using 3 substitutions per 6 rotations. Actually, it might even be 6 because you double it for to undo the substitution. So if they go more than twice around the circle of rotations, they're in very serious danger of running out of substitutions. So keep an eye on that as we get ready here for set number 2. Back to camera 1. The Dayton Flyers in dark blue serving on the far side of your screen. The Maryland Terrapins in blacks receiving on the near side. Underway in set number 2 of this national championship match. And the lefty, Elise Smith, for Maryland down the line, puts it away. And the Terps are on the board first. The heater there on the swing from Corinne Seifring. It's kept alive now, and now Seifring with another chance, and she goes through the block. Oh no, sorry. That's Kate Sherman. Wow, that's really interesting that Dayton is switching in the middle of the point, the opposite and the outside hitter. I thought Corinne Seifring, who attacked that first ball on the left, would stay there for the duration of the point, but they tried to scramble and switch. Keep an eye on that. Ooh, shank pass by Jaskowiak. Free ball chance here for Dayton. But that ball is sent out of bounds. However, it was touched on its way. Wait a minute. Maryland is confused. I didn't see a touch there. I thought that ball was just like cleanly sent out of bounds. Who called the touch? Is it just the up official? We had no touch call for any of our line judges, nor the down official, but Dayton's going to take the point there. Interesting. Smith on the right side, down the line, but out of bounds. Unable to get on top of that ball. And Dayton capitalizes on the break, perhaps, that they got on the previous point. They lead by 2 here early in the second. Their backs against the wall, trying to win a national championship. Chen down the line, gets the touch off the block and out of bounds. Maryland has made a switch at libero. Josephine Robinson in number 6 in red. She served and tried to dive and make a defensive play there, but no luck. So basically the only piece of roster flexibility that Maryland has is to switch liberos, and they've chosen to do so. Not a great pass by Guo. Pretty good rescue, though, by Giles out of the net, but a great chance now for Dayton. Riley in the middle, dug by Guo in position 6. Chen rolled, kept alive. Good read there by Bruce. And a nice piece of shoulder work. Corinne Seafrang on the inside ball. Somehow able to work her shoulder to get that ball down the line off the block and down. Pretty nice piece of offense there for Dayton. They lead 5-2. Chen gets her own rebound. Now Smith can have a swing against 2 blockers, but she comes up short. And an early timeout for the Maryland Terrapins. Dayton leads by 4, 6-2. I'm not sure if I remember at any point in set 1 either team leading by as many as 4 points. Looking at Dayton's results from earlier in this tournament. They went an easy 3-0 in their pool, 6-0 in sets. And look at this, wow, these numbers are crazy. They gave up 21 points in one of their sets to the University of South Carolina. Other than that, nobody got past 16 on Dayton in pool play. That's amazing. They did, though, drop a match in their power pool yesterday to Central Florida in 3 before beating the University of Cincinnati in an all-Ohio affair. We already talked about the run that Dayton made through the gold bracket. We'll take a look at the next break that we can get about Maryland's tournament at large. We're back to action here. Maryland needs a point, trailing by 4, but Riley's not going to have any of that. Allie Riley off the block and out of bounds down the line. Dayton's lead is 5. A very impressive answer from the Flyers after dropping the first. Maryland able to pass the ball well enough there to run Audrey Ray in the middle, who comes up with the kill, and now the 6'2" setter on opposite substitution in for Maryland. Tori Bogan into the front row at opposite. Emily Liu into the backcourt at setter, and she will serve. Decent pass, slight attempt to Marquez, but the connection not there. As Marquez kind of stopped and jumped off 2 feet. That ball was behind her. Break point for Maryland on the serve of Liu. That ball hit way out of bounds by Dayton. No touch. Score in the house is incorrect. It should be 7-5. 5 serving 7. Maryland fan base freaking out because they've just been awarded 98 points on the scoreboard in the house. I don't think that's correct. We've got it here correctly for you. It's 5 serving 7. Dayton needs an answer to get out of this rotation, and they get one. Corinne Seafrang. It is 8-5. I think we're gonna fix this at the scorer's table, make sure we have the score correct. Yeah, some confusion by our scoreboard operator here in the house. The score's correct on your screen. It is Dayton at 8 serving 5. Yeah, there we go. Okay, our MC Ken has got the memo, but in the board right now it shows 98-9. It's not a score you see in volleyball every day. Oh, we're still figuring it out here in the house. Oh, okay, Dayton's got 8. 8-5, there we go. We got it correct. It does say Maryland has won 5 sets, which I don't believe is correct, but the
8-5 is the correct score.
Yeah, we're good on the set score. All right, back to action. That was funny. I wish you guys could see this gigantic, beautiful video board that we're seeing here in the house showing Maryland with 98 points. Good offense there from the Terrapins to go back to Audrey Ray in the middle. She's had a big impact in this match, as has her middle blocker counterpart, Jaden O'Donohue. Eileen Chen serving for the Terps, down by 2. Excellent pass from Olivia Harden, the Dayton defensive specialist, and there's a run to the middle. Sofia Marquez gets into the action on the slide. Would love to see more of that from Dayton, like I said, in between sets. Allie Riley back to serve, and a big front court for Dayton as Kate Sherman comes back in. Pretty good pass there by Robinson. Blocking presence there against the middle, but back onto the Maryland side. This time the block, though, can't be covered. Looks like Franny Levine will get credit for that stuff block for Maryland. She shuts down Irish Guo, and it's 10-6 for the Flyers. Bogan is kept alive on the right side. Sherman deep cross court. Robinson is there. Bogan again is stuffed straight down. A big time block from Kate Sherman. Dayton's lead is 5. Some early signs in this second set that we might be headed for a tiebreaker to decide the national title. And it continues. Ace serve, Allie Riley. 12-6 is the correct score. Allie Riley doing it all for the Flyers in this match. Not a great pass there by Robinson. Good stab effort by Sherman. This will be sent back as a free ball. Good hustle. Ray in the middle, pounded through the two blockers. Really nice setting there from Lou. And Ray, after that kill, goes back to serve. Overpass, but a good dig by Riley on the swing from Chen. Excuse me, that's Chen in position 6. I couldn't read the jersey number. Guo tips it over the top. Diving effort kept alive. Another free ball sent over by Dayton. Oh, what a smart tip. Jaden O'Donohue has had some success with the off speed. You don't see middles tip the ball that much, so when they do, it can be very effective. Defenders do not expect it. Yeah, scoreboard's wrong in the house again. We've got it right here. It's 12-8, and Marquez came up short. I don't think that cleared the net. Should be 12-9. Maryland mounting a comeback on the serve of Audrey Ray. Not a great pass by Stabline. Tricky swing for Sherman. She's dug off the tape. Guo to get back within 2, and she does. What a run for Maryland. Down as many as 6 and a 4-0 run in this rotation.
10 serving 12.
10-12 now as Ray continues to serve. Another imperfect pass by Stabline, but a rip down the line. What a swing by Franny Levine. Nice piece of offense there from the Flyers. And now Stabline, the Dayton libero, back to serve, leading by 3. Ooh, the two-handed set over. Another kill for Emily Liu. A backcourt setter has already gotten a couple points in the stat sheet. But now she will go to the bench. Giles in to serve. Smith into the front court to block an attack.
Now serving Samantha Giles.
Levine again, the lefty is slowed down on the block. O'Donohue in the middle is slowed down as well. Good read there by Dayton. Now Levine against a one-on-one. Off the late effort of O'Donohue and out of here. Franny Levine coming alive, although she will now go to the bench as part of the double substitution for Dayton. Bruce, the setter, back to serve. Seifring the opposite into block. Number 40 in blue for Dayton. This is a big front court they've got right now. See if they can block a couple balls against Maryland's rotation 1. It's 14-11. The lefty Smith on the left side goes deep cross court. Nice read by Riley. But Sherman has to just send over a free ball. Giles to Guo. Deep cross court and inbounds. Nice swing there by number 10 in black. Wow, unbelievable. I'm looking at Maryland's results from this tournament. their first set of the entire tournament at 8 a.m. on Thursday morning. They lost their first set of pool play to Kansas State 25-8. Single digits. That ball is in there on the swing from Seafring. But to respond from getting held to only single digits in a pool play game, to take second in their pool, win a challenge match, win a power pool match, and then not drop any sets in gold, that's an amazing tournament journey for the Terrapins. Oh, big block there. Oh, never mind. Sorry, that ball made it through the block of Seafring somehow. That is a lucky break for Eileen Chen. I thought that ball was blocked straight down. Instead, it's a Maryland point. It's 14-15. Josephine Robinson back to serve, who gets the start at libero in this second set. Seafring rolled through the block. Good adjustment by Ray. The ball's still alive. Riley straight down the line and in. Beautiful shot. Riley taking a page out of both Maryland outside hitters' book, utilizing that line shot. I love it. Great looking swing. Rolled over the top, and Chen able to find some space in the floor. Double substitution for Maryland. Liu and Bogan back in their regular spots. 1 point game. Maryland leads by a 1-0. Seafring on the right side for Dayton comes up short. Couldn't quite get her feet to that ball in time. 16 all. Maryland trailed by as many as 6. It was 12-6. What seems like a split second to go. Riley through the block. Good defensive play by Liu. Chen shoots it down the line at Bruce. Out of system swing coming from Riley. Off speed. Chen is there. Now back to the right side to Bogan. Pretty good touch by Marquez. Riley, another good block touch, slows her down. One of the longer rallies of the match here. Ray's tip is dug. Seafring on the right side, slowed down again. Quick ball attempted to the middle, but the connection not quite there. Ball ended up behind Audrey Ray. And Dayton takes the marathon rally and the 1 point lead as their double substitution comes in. Gardella to set, Levine to swing. And Gardella to serve. Another two-handed set overkill from Emily Liu. Unbelievable. She's got 3 kills as a 5'6" back row only setter. That's crazy. Chen back to serve. Oh, that ball. I think that ball needs to be dug by Robinson. She is there. But couldn't quite keep it alive off the swing of Allie Riley. Outside hitter substitution. Sherman into the front court for Dayton as Riley goes back to serve. 18-17 Flyers. Trying to force a tiebreaker here in the national championship match. Ooh, that ball not hittable for Guo. She couldn't get there in time. Low and inside. Pretty crucial break point right there for Dayton on the serve of Allie Riley. Can she get another one? Shank pass. Guo chases it down. It actually goes over the net. Now a chance for Dayton to swing. Levine, dug by Chen. Liu sends it over. Now Sherman into the block, gets her own rebound. Levine got the fingertips and the baseline. 20-17 Dayton. Timeout Maryland. Maryland trailed by 6 earlier in this set. They called the timeout. They made a nice comeback, but now they've got time pressure. Only 5 points needed for Dayton to force 3. Good competitive back and forth match here in the women's division 1 AA national championship game. You can check out all the information you could possibly want to know about the NCVF Nationals tournament on the NCVF website and ncvf.org. Definitely follow the NCVF on Instagram. A link to that is in the description, as well as the latest tournament brackets and results and rosters at Advanced Event Systems, Link to the NCVF event page at AES is in the description as well. 20-17 Flyers out of the timeout. Now they get a free ball chance on the overpass. Sherman high into the hands. Marquez tries to tap it down, but she's kept alive. Riley thrown through the block and down in the middle. Excuse me, that's not Riley, that's Ray. Ray, not Riley, in the middle for Maryland. This right here on Audrey Ray's serve was a very good rotation for Maryland the last time out. This is how they made that first comeback after their last timeout. Do they have another one in them here? To Levine on the right side for Dayton. Pounded down the line. Clutch first ball side out there for the Flyers. Stabline, the Dayton libero, serving at 21-18. Such a common score in volleyball. Got to practice capitalizing on 21-18 leads and coming back from 18-21 deficits. Good block there by O'Donohue. That was touched. Riley now out of the back rows, dug by Robinson. Whoa, cross court right on the sideline. And the most important part of making an 18-21 comeback is winning that first point. Maryland just did. Now the 6-2 comes back in. Giles, the setter, to serve. Smith at 6 feet tall, number 11 in black, to block on the right side. Not great hand contact there from Levine. Pretty good chance in transition. Guo against two blockers, rolled. Sherman is there. Levine again blocked, and Smith is underneath it for Maryland. Guo through the block. Another defensive play by Sherman in the off blocker position. Now Riley over the swing. Chen is there. Robinson sends it over. Almost finds the floor. Pushed all the way to the outside. What a dig by Robinson. Ooh, Chen thought about a swing. Chose to send over a free ball. Sherman again. She's too far in front of the ball. She has to send over a free ball. Smith, can she finally end it? Yes, she can, but not in the way that she was hoping for. A big block by Mary Catherine Levine and Kate Sherman for the Dayton Flyers. A huge rally there. 22-19 Flyers. Bruce back in to serve. Wow, that is a beautiful run. Jaden O'Donohue has kept Maryland within 2. Pretty good block touch there. Transition opportunity. Maryland to get within 1. Chen, what a cut shot. Somehow dug. Free ball chance here for Maryland. They've got to have this. Giles to Chen. Puts it away deep cross court. 1 point game. Guo serving to try and bring up a tie. Sherman on the right side, blocked by O'Donohue and can't be covered. Plus a little bit of a stare down. I like that personality. Spicy from Jaden O'Donohue in the front court. Tied up at 22 in the national championship game. Timeout Dayton. Maryland has answered from down big in this second set twice. Do they have a run in them now, though, to win a national championship in a sweep? Just again, I can't overstate this. Maryland started their tournament at 8 a.m. on Thursday morning in a pool play game against Kansas State. They lost that match 25-8, 25-22. To rebound from losing your first set of the tournament 25-8, to have a 1-0 lead in the national championship match is amazingly impressive. But it is not done yet for either one of these teams. Guo serving to break the tie out of the timeout for Maryland. That ball is cross-court hit out of bounds by Corinne Seifring. Dayton trapped in rotation 1 here. Seifring the opposite, passing and hitting on the left. Maryland takes the lead at 23-22, and not a good pass for Dayton. They're going to send over a free ball. Pass by O'Donohue. Chen for a 2-point lead, a good defensive play made. Sherman stays on the ground and hits a roll shot. O'Donohue in the middle, a little bit early, but has a long enough wingspan at 6'2" to put it away anyway. And the University of Maryland Terrapins have national championship point. It is 24-22. What would be a crazy redemption story from the way that they started this tournament is almost complete. Can Dayton side out to keep it alive? Pretty good pass. Seifring tipped on the left side. Giles is there. Chen has a swing for the championship, but she misses it out of bounds going deep down the line. Dayton is still alive, and it comes down to the serve of Kate Sherman. Championship point number 2 for Maryland. Guo to Giles. Chen tipped down the line for the championship, and she followed through and touched the net. Dayton has survived to force overtime. It's 24-24. First to get 2 points clear takes set number 2. Dayton fighting back, punching back with their backs against the wall. Sherman serving again. Smith on the right side, through the block of Riley, and the ball falls on the Dayton side. Maryland has another championship point, but they're going to do it the hard way. Josephine Robinson at libero, serving for the national championship, 25-24. Dayton needs a side out to extend our overtime. Good pass by Stabline. Riley blocked, covered. Free ball chance for Maryland. Could this be it? To the middle, Ray is dug. Riley to stay alive, off the fingertips, and just out of the reach of Eileen Guo. Dayton again gets back up off the mat to stay alive. Good pass by Robinson. Chen is stuffed straight down. Corinne Seifring swallows the tight ball for the block. Dayton has fought off 4 championship points, and now they have a set point of their own on Mary Catherine Levine's serve. Ray in the middle, missed it out of bounds. Unbelievable. The Dayton Flyers have come back from down 24-22, and they have forced a third set tiebreaker here at the national championship game. Unbelievable. What a comeback that is. Maryland led 24-22. They had a swing. They had multiple swings to win the national championship, but that's how close the margins are. Dayton, the incredible fight back effort, refusing to go away until the final whistle. They came back to win it, and now we've got as much of a thriller as you could ask for. Maryland has not been put in this position yet today. Their run through the gold bracket today, exclusively 2-0 matches. They beat Central Florida, they beat Virginia, they beat South Dakota State, all 2-0. Dayton, though, has been tested in 3 sets today. Let me look at who their opponents were earlier. They beat Appalachian State 2-1. They beat North Carolina State 2-1. Then they got a really close 2-set win over Iowa in the semis, 25-23, 25-23. So this Dayton team is experienced in situations like this. Back against the wall, down a set to none, facing match points, playing these overtimes where you have to win by 2. And you couldn't set it up any better for a national championship game than this. First to 15 wins the national title, and whoever does it is going to be very, very deserving. So I'm looking at both sidelines to see what the sort of conversations are going to be. Both teams relying heavily on the bench. So many substitutions, so many players making contributions. It's Dayton that's back out on the court first, ready to go. Crowd's starting to trickle in too. We got some energy here. Got some energy here in the T-Mobile Center. Our second of 7 national championship games. Let's get back to camera 1, please. Lineup checks underway, and some of the most important volleyball in these players' lives is coming up in the next 10 or 15 minutes. Set 3, quick sprint to 15 points. The Dayton Flyers in blue remain on the far side. The Maryland Terrapins in black and red remain on the near side. For all the marbles, that's right, Ken, our in-arena MC is all over it. Samantha Giles will start us off serving for Maryland. A tie-breaking set number 3 for the national championship. Sherman opens the scoring with a cross-court kill on the right side for Dayton. She will immediately go to the bench for Olivia Hardin. That serve is inbounds right on the baseline. Ace serve, Olivia Hardin, the backup libero, who comes in off the bench to play the backcourt for Sherman as the defensive specialist, and she gets in the score sheet with the ace. 2-0 Dayton to start the tiebreak set here. Off the tape, and 2 aces in a row for Hardin. That one extremely fortunate. Wow, couldn't draw it up any better for Dayton. Can Maryland answer here emotionally after having those championship points in the second set? Better pass there from Robinson. Smith on the left side is blocked and in. That stuff block from Corinne Seifring lands right on the sideline. A 4-0 start for the Dayton Flyers. No timeout here from Maryland, at least not yet. Can they side out of rotation 1? Smith again. This time she rattles it through the Dayton blockers and gets Maryland on the board. A much, much needed point. Excellent pass by Stabline. Double quick offense for Dayton. It ends up on the outside to Riley. And not a lot of spin on that ball, but it falls inside the baseline. Allie Riley has been awesome for the Dayton Flyers in this championship match. Mary Catherine Levine, number 27, the middle blocker, back to serve. Excellent dig. But Seifring tries to take a swing and comes up short. It's worth noting on the Dayton side, they have 2 players named Levine. Mary Catherine Levine, number 27, in the middle, and Franny Levine, number 10, on the right side. They are unrelated, have the exact same last name. They go to the same school, play for the same team. They are not family, except in the figurative sense. Nice smart shot there by Corinne Seifring off the top of the fingertips of the block and out of here. Double substitution in for Dayton. Paige Gardella, the setter, back to serve.
On the service line for the Flyers, Paige Gardella.
The Dayton men's team is on their feet behind the women's bench, clapping and cheering on their Flyers. One of my favorite parts of this tournament is the relationships and the support shown between teams from the same school, men's and women's. That is no call in the double contact. I'm very surprised. And Riley is stuffed straight down. Wow, Elise Smith may have gotten away with one there. Somehow was able to keep her own ball off the block, kept alive, and then came up with a massive stuff block. Maryland may have caught a little bit of a break there as they put in the double substitution. Tori Bogan in, Emily Liu in to serve. Riley on the right side, smartly uses the outside hand of Eileen Chen. 7-3 Flyers. Riley back to serve. This has been a very productive service rotation for the Flyers through 2 sets. Pretty good pass by Guo. Ray in the middle finds a tiny bit of space between the blockers. Good confidence set that time from Emily Liu to go to the middle.
On the service line is Eileen Chen.
Ooh, that is a really nasty float serve from Chen. It produces an overpass. Ray takes a swing, and now it ends up as a Dayton free ball. Levine, cross court, Liu is there. Bogan a little underneath that ball, takes a swing anyway, and it finds a little space in the middle of the floor. Really good defensive play there by Emily Liu, working to her right outside her body, diving. Kept that play alive. It turned into a Maryland point. They trail only by 2. Chen back to serve. Good serve again. That float serve is vicious. Comes over basically as a free ball. Ray in the middle, thrown on the power tip, and she missed it out of bounds. A rare error there from the Maryland middle.
Brooke, skate line. 8 serving 5, deciding set.
Pretty good pass from Chen. Maryland trails by 3. Guo is slowed down. The ball catches the tape. It's alive legally. Good swing by Levine through the block. And a good effort by Bogan diving, but it's not enough. Franny Levine, the lefty, has given Dayton the lead by 4. A 4-point lead in a set only to 15 is massive. But both teams feeling pressure right now in a very different way. Ooh, Ray, the middle blocker, steps in to pass that ball. Bogan on the right side, dug by Riley. Levine, dipped, deep tip. Chen is there. Oh, the center dump. Good read this time. And a chase down by Chen. Guo over the top, and a diving Gardella, just barely too late to get there. Good rally, good defense by both teams. Maryland needed that desperately. Sherman back to the front row for the Flyers. Finds some space between the blockers. Double substitution in. Bruce to serve, Seafring to the front row. On the far side, Dayton is 5 points away. Ooh, is that ball touched on its way out of bounds? No, no touch called off the swing of Guo. And I agree, I did not see a touch there. Timeout Maryland. They trail by 5. Maryland had at least 3, maybe 4 championship points in the second set. I don't remember the exact number. They had a very real chance to win the national championship that Dayton just refused to give up with their backs against the wall. And now right here, this will show what both of these teams are made of. With the finish line in sight for Dayton, can Maryland emotionally mount a comeback to chase them down? Dayton has only dropped 1 match in this entire tournament, a power pool match to Central Florida yesterday in 5, or not in 5, in 3.
Still serving for Dayton, Jenna Bruce.
Jenna Bruce serving for the Flyers. Excellent swing cross court by Guo. Maryland desperately needed that. Number 10 in black delivered. Double substitution for the Terps.
Now serving for Maryland is Samantha
Giles and Smith. Ooh, pretty good block touch there, but the Maryland defense couldn't quite get a hand on that one in the back row to keep it alive.
Olivia Hart checks in, and she'll serve.
(12-7) Flyers. Harden's service run at the beginning of this set was a big story when she picked up a couple aces, but no luck this time as Maryland gets the first ball side out. The question is, can Maryland put on some service pressure? Dayton is 3 side outs away from a national championship. What does Guo have here from the service line? This is a good one. Riley gets Dayton out of a jam. What a clutch swing by number 20 in blue. A huge side out for the Flyers. Mary Catherine Levine, the middle blocker serving. 13-8 Dayton over Maryland, but she misses it out of bounds. Maryland now utilizing both liberos. Evelyn Jaskowiak, who started the match, is going to come in and serve here, number 5 in red. Oh, and it's an ace serve. Unbelievable clutch serving from Jaskowiak. Gets the better of her libero counterpart, Stabline, that time. This third set is definitely not over yet. Can she do it again? No, better pass this time into the middle to Marquez. Dug easily on the off speed. Chen to get within 2 off the tape and down. Unbelievable. Two-point game. I mentioned earlier those last couple points in a match or even in a tournament can be the hardest to get. Can Dayton get a side out here? Riley pounded down the line and in. That is such a good swing. Maybe I dare say I don't have any say over the all tournament teams. That is decided by a different committee, but I dare say that may have been an MVP caliber swing right there from Allie Riley. And now the original setter, or no, the backup setter, Paige Gardella, number 7, serving for the national championship for the Dayton Flyers. Can Maryland stay alive? Chen, cross court Doug, back to the Maryland side. Chen again, slowed down by the block. Stabline is there. Riley for the championship, touched off the fingertips and out of bounds. The Dayton Flyers, with their backs against the wall, fight off championship points in set number 2. They win set 2 in overtime, and they storm to the finish line in set number 3. They win it over Maryland 15-11, and the Dayton Flyers are your Women's Division I AA 2024 NCVF National Champions. What a performance by the Flyers.
And at this time, we'd like to ask both teams to
Incredible championship match here in the Women's NCVF Division I AA final. Congratulations to both teams. An amazing tournament run by Maryland, but they came up literally 1 point short. The Dayton Flyers, with a comeback for the ages, they get to start the celebration as your national champions. That'll do it for this match. We will be back in probably 15-20 minutes maybe. Our next match, the Men's Division I AA National Championship between the Purdue Boilermakers and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. My name's Rob St. Clair. Thanks very much for watching. Match number 2 of 7, live from T-Mobile Center in Kansas City. We will be back soon for more great collegiate club volleyball.